Okay. Scoop, are you live?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. And we are live and ready to go with Shane, Scoop, Brandon, and myself, Robert. This show's already going to go off the rails. We kind of went nuts even in the pre-show getting ready for this. There's just a lot of good stuff to talk about. Brandon, I'll go to you, and then I'll have you toss it off to Shane first. Because Buffalo's defense, obviously excellent. Best defense in the NFL right now. 8 sacks. Houston. Jesus. Mixing it up. Houston's defense. Really good. 8 sacks. Number 1 in the NFL. Shane mentioned to us in the chat that they don't really do much special on the defense. They're just dominating. Which, I mean, you could see. Great speed by Will Anderson and all those. Yeah, just dogs. 100%. But we're going to talk about the 2 plays pretty much that whole end, those last 3 minutes of Houston's defense. So you can start with that, and then we'll go to Shane because he'll give us the whiteboard section on this, if he can, because he was really confused by what they were doing as much as you were.
Give me just a second while I figure this out.
Yeah, but Brandon, while Shane's figuring out that mess,
it's never a great sign when the coach can't figure out what a team is doing.
Yeah.
Yes, but Brandon, please start and then lead it off to Shane for us, please.
So Houston. Now their defense, we just said it was great tonight, but here's the issue: is Houston's had a problem. If there's one thing Houston does have a problem in, it's closing out games. Like Houston, for some reason, always ends up having to try to get everybody. A stop.
Yeah, new markers. Woo-hoo!
So Houston has to try to get a stop.
Houston's going to be red. Buffalo's going to be blue.
All right, that works. I like that. And now we're not just looking at a black marker. Like now it's actually we're color coordinated. My God, we're evolving on this show. Oh, the budget went up.
The budget went up by $3.
Every little bit helps. I mean, hey, Rob, that's probably more than either one of us have gotten as a transfer budget.
Whoa, hold on. Well, I'm using Chelsea, so I get $20 million, and you get nothing on Football Manager.
Hold on.
Anyway, back to the topic at hand.
Yeah.
Wait, just wait till you see the Black Friday deals. You'll think we won't have a budget at all.
So Houston's defense, I don't understand when they're giving Buffalo the ball back late in this game. I mean, I know a lot of teams do this, but I don't know why Houston would do this against a quarterback like a Josh Allen, even though Josh Allen has been great this year, but Josh Allen's pedigree, why you would play basically just soft zone coverage, just play everybody back off the ball and just be content to give them 7, 8, 9 yards a pop. Basically, let them just go down the field, and then when you finally do get to him, like you've been doing all night, but when they finally did get to him and they force the 4th and 27, you get what we witnessed, which is probably I still don't know on 4th and 27 what that was supposed to be, because as Shane will show us, why are you rushing 4 and having? I said this immediately as I'm watching it, as Scoop and I are on the phone watching this, and I was like, why are they rushing 4 with a QB spy in the middle of the field? Like, why is there not 8, 9 guys back and just rushing 2 or 3? It's 4th and 27. It's not 4th and 8. It's not, it's nothing like that. It's 4th and 27. This game is over as long as you just tackle the guy before the sticks. Or don't give up a 50-yard bomb, one or the other. So there's no reason to not play the guys pretty much, or like to not play 9 out of 11 players or 8 out of 11 players on the sticks in that situation. This doesn't make sense to me to rush 4. Josh Allen's not going anywhere. He's going to throw it. So he's not going to run for 30 yards on that play. So
can I counter you with something really stupid?
Yeah.
They just thought they could sack him again on 4th down and end the game. Which is stupid, but that's basically what they thought.
Yeah, but then also too, how many times are you going to keep relying on, going to reliable? Like, oh yeah, we got to him so many times, now we're going to get to him one more time. It's like, yeah, but it's a different situation. You want to ensure that you close out the game. That's not ensuring it. That's just saying, hey, why is there a piece of hair in my mouth? That's not ensuring it. Why is it still there? Got it. Right. But I don't
You
get
didn't
why.
have to just audibly mention that on the show.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
it's
you know,
it's bizarre. But like
You
in
know
that
what's more
situation,
bizarre? The Buffalo Bills being terrible. There you
yeah,
go.
you look like you have to ensure that you get a win there for Houston, which eventually they did, but it shouldn't have taken you inside the Bills shouldn't have gotten into the red zone for you to win that for your defense to finally step up and win that game. That should have been 4th-27 should have been it. That should have been it either no matter what play was called there by the Bills, no matter if it's a Hail Mary, no matter if it's a hook and ladder play, doesn't matter what the hell that play is. There's no reason for them to gain a first down there. That's bad.
Yeah.
So, Shane,
Well,
describe
all
it,
right,
Shane.
Shane, when you're
Yes.
ready, go describe it for us. Yes.
well, I mean, yeah, the 4th and 27 play we're talking about here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You're also mad about the 4th and
Yeah,
6th.
and the
I know
fourth
you
and the
get.
4th and 6. Yeah.
Yeah, that was even. Here's the thing about Houston. All right, if you and this is going to become more obvious once I show this.
I can't wait.
You know, Houston's defense is really basic. I mean, it's for the most part, it's just rush 4 guys. They don't blitz. They don't disguise blitzes. Maybe they'll show a blitz here and there and then don't actually blitz. You know, DBs are just in man, 2 high safeties. I mean, it's really it's beyond stupid. But the reason they're successful is just because they are big and physical up front, and their secondary, they're really sticky. So
I just think that front 7 is a lot quicker than people think as well.
yeah, they're big, they're fast, and they're strong as hell. You know, so go figure. Now, okay. Most of the time, sorry, there we go. Most of the time, you know, when they're doing this basic, you know, coverage, it works fine. Just because they are so good up front.
Is it like a basic cover 3 or like what is happening in the
No,
secondary?
It's basically a nickel cover 2. That's pretty much all it is. So what happened here, as I draw this out? Oh, the blue and red contrast is beautiful. So was it? Yes. Then okay. So this is wrong. Sorry.
Be patient. Just be patient, everybody.
Don't mind me. Again, this is bizarre. I'm trying to like figure it out myself on the fly here. Oh, okay, got it.
That's probably not a good thing.
All right, here we go, fellas. So, if we look at the front 5 here in this case, right? So Buffalo, they're in an empty formation, meaning no running back, and everybody, all 5 are split out wide. Okay. If we look here at their defensive front, we got M. That's the Mike linebacker, which is Al Shahir. They showed this a few times where he would be up on the line as though he's going to blitz. We talked about this a little bit on, I think it was Monday, Sunday.
It was more Sunday with Rams Seahawks. Yeah.
Yes, you're correct. But just like in that case, like Brandon was saying, comes back to spy. So then you have Warrior, Danielle Hunter around the C gap, nickel, nose through the A gap, tackle, B, and then end Will Anderson on the other C gap. Now, most of the time, this worked for them because they were much better, much more dominant up front than Buffalo. Here's the problem. When it's 4th and 27,
Who cares?
yeah, when it's 4th and 27, it should be, I mean, realistically, I would send, I wouldn't even have 5 guys on the line to begin with. I would have 2, maybe 3.
Thank you.
You know?
Hey, by the way, really quick, we've seen this a lot in college and even in the NFL this year, that when it's that long, even on 3rd down, they're just like, we're not going to send anybody. Drop everyone back. Just cover the sticks. We've seen that a lot this year.
Which I wouldn't do that in this situation. I wouldn't send nobody because usually you do that if it's like a Hail Mary and you're going for the goal line.
Yeah.
That's not the case. So I would still rush a few.
Yeah.
But point is, in this situation, they basically had, because it's not like Mike was playing deep zone coverage. I mean, he pretty much was just sat right there where he was.
Yeah, because he's spying for some random reason.
Yeah, because Josh Allen's going to run at 27 yards. That makes sense. So really, in this situation, you have 6 guys on 5 different receiving targets. Now, I'm no math major, but 8 guys guarding 5 targets is a hell of a lot better than 6. I think. I mean, I don't know, but yeah. So, let's see. Basically, here, I mean, they weren't in zone. They were kind of playing deep. Usually, we call it Oscar, where they have. Let's see. So the field side corner over here. So we got the nickel here. Oh wait, NB, my bad. B. Then boundary corner here, 4th corner here, and then 2 deep safeties. So that's pretty much the look they're in. And they were the field side corner was kind of playing deep outer thirds. Nickel was like loose man here. So,
which again, why is there man on a 4th down and 27? Like, why are we manning anybody?
So that's how this play ended up happening. Because let me watch it again real quick just to make sure I'm not crazy.
I don't want to watch that damn play again. That was so bad.
Okay, yeah. So, F is running what looks to be a go. X is doing a sail. Okay. And over here we have Z doing, I guess, is that an in? Yeah, in.
And that's where the toss comes, is where they converge right there.
So he throws it here to Z, and the free safety bites on it. He comes down to make the tackle. But then the toss happens like right in here. So then X just... Do you see the problem here? Once again, this is the problem I've been noticing with defenses all year, and good OCs can take advantage of it, and bad ones cannot. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is playing on defense is playing anywhere in the middle of the goddamn field. Look at that. Look at all that green
where
grass
the toss
there.
occurred, by the way.
It's like
Yes.
inside the hash marks doesn't exist for NFL OCs or DCs at this point, for this matter.
Yeah. No, but that's what I mean. Like, defensive coordinators, for some reason, just are leaving that area of the field completely open. And
It seems like
good
NFL OCs and DCs were like, let's just not throw in the middle of the field. Let's make a pact where we just don't.
well,
do
no,
it.
see, but good offensive coordinators that we've covered, such as Josh McDaniels or Joe Brady, sometimes.
Sometimes
they take advantage of that middle area. But then ones like the guy in Philly, who I won't name,
or Kevin Padula.
No, Rob, no.
They are just insistent on going to the boundary. So,
All right. What about that more perplexing 4th and 6 that came a few plays after that you were even more confused by for some reason?
Yeah. So, all right. Here's what's funny about this. So, first of all, it's going to take me a second to set it up. So, if you guys have something to talk about, go ahead.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes. Go ahead, Scoop.
Sorry.
Please go. Yes.
Well, because we were talking about the 4th and 27 for a while. Rob, I know you watched the game that I had to work at last night.
Yeah, a little bit of it. I couldn't stand the whole thing.
Well, the reason neither could I, and I had to work the damn game. Well, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because was one of the plays that you saw when the Buffalo quarterback, it seems to be a thing this week with Buffalo quarterbacks and turnovers. I don't know if it was something in the air or what, but
I'm telling you already, I missed it. The only thing I really saw was a couple of the crazy catches that happened.
Okay, well, the reason why I asked, he didn't turn over this time, but loses control of the ball, partially because it was snapped badly by the center, so he doesn't get control of the football. It gets behind him. He has to go back, and they get control of it. It goes to it was either 2nd or 3rd down, 33 yards. 2nd and 33.
Oh, yes, I do remember this. Yeah.
Okay. So the only reason why I bring it up is because this conversation reminded me of that, and I was just like, what do you even call on a 2nd and 33? And then I remembered they called back-to-back run plays, and I was just like...
Yeah, no, that makes sense, because at that point you just want to get better field position for a punt or a field goal or whatever. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know what? Actually, fair enough. That actually makes sense.
All right. Well, Scoop,
that's
you
usually
brought this up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scoop, you brought this up before the show, and I was thinking about it because I just don't. Okay, so
I said a lot. I say a lot before the show. So what?
Yes, we all do. No, but you said this, and I was like, this is a pretty solid topic we can kind of deep dive into. with Buffalo, we've been on this train for a few weeks, led by you, where we're just kind of done with Buffalo. I mean, we're clearly over it completely.
I mean, Buffalo seems pretty done with themselves.
Fair. But the thing is that the national media are still excited for Josh Allen and what he's been doing. And look, rightfully so, 6 touchdowns last week, all these different things. But there's not really anything, or really, I would say, let's just put it all the way through, anything at all that you can take as a positive from Buffalo today, particularly offensively. There just isn't anything there. Like, minus the sacks, which we've talked about, the physical power of Houston's defensive line. But minus that, to me,
which they deserve credit for in many respects.
Oh, 100%. I'm not trying to dismiss it whatsoever. We're not trying to dismiss it at all. But minus that, Scoop, I have finally kind of got to a point where the only thing I can think of when it comes to Buffalo offensively is this offense just looks dead. It looks uninspired. It looks exhaustive. Some of that is the pressure on Josh Allen, not only from the sacks he's getting, but also just this incentive of, hey, we need to get him moving, not James Cook, not the rest of these different offensive pieces. But it just seems so dead that even though the national media has been excited about this offense, there's nothing here to latch on to from tonight's Scoop. None at all.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I am not surprised that they came in on a heater this season. The national media did for Buffalo. I mean, I get it. It has everything they want to talk about, right? It's got a good story from a small location that's not expected to do things in sports from year to year because of their history. It's got a flashy quarterback from he himself is somebody that. He's got the underdog story. He has we all know the backstory of him coming from Wyoming. He was not offered anything, blah, blah, blah. So we understand all that. And last year he was the MVP as well deserved. I think that was the most credence I've ever seen lent to the conversation of Josh Allen genuinely being one of the best quarterbacks in football. And then I watched this season. Even back last week when they won against Tampa Bay, which in that game, I was just like the only reason why he had to play Superman at the end of the game and was able to, but the only reason why he had to was because of his own mistakes earlier in the game.
Yes, that first quarter was ugly.
And quite honestly, I'm very unlikely to award somebody for putting out a fire that they started, or at least helped start. But then I was like, I watched week to week, and we've heard it the last couple of weeks. Oh, he's back. Oh, he's right in the throes of the MVP conversation. What? Because you beat the Chiefs, the worst Chiefs team that I've seen in a decade. That's what you're basing this on. That's what you're basing he's back on. Forget about the fact for a second that this coach in Sean McDermott still doesn't. It's not that he doesn't have anything else to use and has to rely on Josh Allen. He has James Cook, who was a solid running back in his own right. He's got, and he's had other guys in the past to help him. He's got better guys at least than he's had in the past in some cases when it comes to places like protections and defense. His doesn't have the best defense that he's had in his career, but it's certainly not the worst he's had in his career neither.
And Shakir hasn't had a bad year at all things considered.
And perhaps the best thing he has this year is a wide open AFC. This is the most vulnerable KC has looked in his entire career. This is the first time in not only does he have that, he doesn't have Joe Burrow going up against in Cincinnati because he's out for the season. He
might be coming back this week or next week, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. We don't think it's going to make that much of a difference at all.
Well, I'll put it that he hasn't had him. He hasn't had him for almost this season. Like he's not going toe to toe with him every week in the playoffs.
Yeah, and Buffalo and the Bengals are not going to be competitive in the playoffs to begin with if they get there, which they won't. But
right, so that's part of my point. Then you got the Chargers. The Chargers with Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's looking gimpy this season.
Who lost by basically a gazillion to Jacksonville last week.
Right. And some of us are still not 100% sold on Liam Cohen and or Trevor Lawrence. Anyway, I say all this to say, this was your time. You were coming off the MVP. Everybody was buying into you. This was your chance. You had, everything laying out in front of you in terms of the most open path in the AFC you've ever had, perhaps. And you're showing me exactly why I was so critical of you 2 years ago. You're showing me exactly why, I was out on you very early on, or not very early in the season, but fairly early. Even some of the games, even a couple of games you were winning, I was like, they really needed a lot to win that one. Even last week, you needed Baker Mayfield to have multiple turnovers, a couple of which were either bad, partially bad breaks, or or one thing or another. He needed so much to go his way to win that game last week at home against Tampa Bay. And I'm looking this season, what I said, I don't remember my exact sentence, but what I said that led to all this conversation was basically, what's the spin going to be tomorrow that to make this not look like a Josh Allen disaster?
I mean, it's just because the offensive line is terrible, but again, that's not giving credit to how good Houston was.
Right, but also
you're
at the
undermining
same time,
Houston for what?
But also at the same time, how many other quarterbacks around the league do we look at and it's like, well, a bad O-line isn't an excuse because you're going to have to, if you're good enough, you have to overcome it or one thing or another. Joe Burrow got to the Super Bowl with a nothing O-line. Of course, he's paying the price for it now. We talk about guys like, I'm not going to beat this dead horse too much, but there are guys in the NFC right now who have nothing on at least half, if not more, of their O-lines, who are making it work and who are winning games. And I'm just looking and I'm thinking to myself, so this guy is supposedly the MVP, supposedly the best quarterback in this era, or at least one of the top best quarterbacks in this era. Yet, as soon as things aren't going well around him, it's a justification for why he can't play well. Not that he loses games, but that he can't play well. There's a difference between playing well and losing games and just straight up not playing well. This was partially based on him just not playing well. That game, or that throw at the end of the game, or one of the throws at the end of the game that I saw, I was just thinking to myself, okay, I don't know. Like, I couldn't see, and I sometimes wish that we got the Madden style view of these.
You got to
plays.
watch Prime Vision. Prime Vision has that. You got to watch Prime Vision. That's the best. That's the best. That's the best way to watch Thursday Night Football. It's amazing.
Okay, because I sometimes wish that I got to see that because I don't know.
By the way, I saw what you're saying, Scoop, from the other angle. He had like two receivers open on most of those plays.
Yeah,
like easily.
So that's part of what I'm saying. There are several quarterbacks in this league that if they had two receivers open multiple times, and those quarterbacks would be getting slaughtered in the media tomorrow. Yeah, I didn't want to say it, Brandon. I didn't want to say it.
By the way, it is true with Jalen and a few others, but definitely Jalen this year.
But I'm not gonna keep hogging the mic here, but it was just driving me nuts throughout this game and the last couple, because you can just tell where people who want to spin this Josh is king narrative. You know what they're going to latch on to. You can see it in real time what they're going to latch on to hang their hat on, and what they're going to push under the rug or deflect onto somebody else.
Yeah. Really quick before I go to you, Brandon, on this. What I keep thinking about every time I watch two AFC teams, I thought about this last week and I talked about it during Cleveland and Baltimore. And in the next few weeks, we'll deep dive into, the playoff picture. Obviously, we're not going to do it on a Thursday. We still have a full week ahead. That loss for Buffalo, concerning. It is. It's massively concerning. Yeah. You're 7-4 in a spot where the AFC, as dumbfounded as the bets can be, people are still taking Kansas City, dumbfounded beyond belief. But you got New England up there. You got Indy, and you got Denver, and you got everyone else kind of scrapping, right? And those teams there who are in that 7-4 range that Buffalo's in, it's a scary place to be. But to continue on what Scoop said, Brandon, you thought as well that many of those 8 sacks was Josh Allen holding onto the ball too long as well.
I mean, there's times tonight where, not every single one, but I think for a good majority of them, where I'm watching him take the snap, and I'm like, okay, like I'm counting out like the seconds like in my head. I'm like, this ball should be coming out. This ball should be coming out. This ball should be, or either that or take off and run. That's what he does also. Didn't do either of those things, and all of a sudden he's literally one of the last sacks he took. I don't know if it was the last one or the next last one. He ran a circle before he got sacked. Like,
there was one where he ran back like what felt like 15, 20 yards.
I'm seeing things from Josh Allen this year that we already talked about him being a turnover machine prior to last season. And last season we thought he fixed it. Now this year, it's looking like he's a rookie all over again. It's looking like he's a rookie. It's looking like he's unsure of himself. It's looking like, he might end up turning the ball over the most of his career at this point. And now he's up to 9 interceptions, so that's good for 4th in the NFL. So he's top 5 in picks, which is not where you want to be as a quarterback. Because usually that top 5 is reserved for the worst quarterbacks in the league. But he's now up there with Geno Smith, Tua, Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's had a good season, but Sam Darnold still throws a lot of picks. A lot of that was the 4 picks against the Rams, but still. Flacco throws a lot of picks anyway. And Justin Herbert, gunslinger, throws a lot of picks. You don't want to be up there with those guys. You just don't. And I hate, and I just saw the narrative quite literally starting at the very end of this game, and I love the guys in our TCA chat. But the first thing I saw was, he's got no weapons. He's had damn near the same roster for the last however many years, handful of years at this point. He won an MVP with this roster last year. I don't want to hear he has no help. He looks like crap. Why can't we call it what it is? He looks like crap.
Can I add something onto that? Because you mentioned him throwing the ball too long, so I got intrigued, and I went on to NFL Next Gen Stats, and that covers, Shane, cover your ears, analytics that basically break down, different positions and whatnot. And I wanted to look at the
It's an amazing website, by the way. You can deep dive that crap for hours. It's amazing.
I wanted to look at the average time to throw for different quarterbacks. These are the guys these are the only guys ahead of Josh Allen. Justin Fields, Cam Ward, Jacoby Brissett, Brock Purdy, J.J. McCarthy, and Caleb Williams.
Jesus.
Excuse me, sorry. And he's, or rather, I'm sorry. And the only one that I didn't mention, and I'm going to explain why I didn't. He's ahead by less than 1/10 of a second of Jalen Hurts. He also, but the reason why I didn't mention him is this: Josh Allen threw 9 picks. Hurts has thrown 1, and Hurts also has a higher passer rating. But yeah, he is like less than 100 or less than 1/10 of a second ahead of him on that. But again, the other names that I mentioned: Brissett, Ward, Fields, Purdy, McCarthy, Williams. I'm sorry, and that's not a list you want to be list you want to be among.
Oh, absolutely not.
It's bad. I'm looking at it, and I want to know. Just we talk about how CJ Stroud regressed since his rookie season. What the hell happened to Josh Allen between his MVP year last year and this?
He got married.
What
do you mean? What happened? That's what happened.
No, because that stuff.
Your voice just went octaves higher, like Steven Tyler.
Too high.
Listen.
Still, that's what happened.
But is that enough to make his play go to shit? No.
Well, it's.
Being married is supposed to do the opposite.
Exactly.
He lost Stephon Diggs. I will add that he lost Stephon Diggs. Could this be related to one of two things? He lost Stephon Diggs, and obviously he's further away from having had Dable and who was the OC? Or no, Dable was the OC, the QB coach. I mean,
but I mean, they brought in Joe. Well, here's the thing, Scoop. They brought in Joe because it brings back to why it's the same roster or the same pieces that Brandon's talking about. They struggled in the first half of the year last year, or what was it? Not last year, maybe 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. Then, like week 9 or 10, 2 years ago, they went to Joe Brady and it like snapped perfectly, and Joe Brady's still there. So from a schematics point, it doesn't make any sense.
We got to look at this too. Josh Allen had his best year last year without Stephon Diggs because Stephon Diggs wasn't there. So, like, with Diggs or without, it really doesn't make that much of a difference.
Ballard, I was just thinking of other things that have changed throughout the course of his career.
Oh no, yeah. I think that 2 year stretch is important, but it makes it more weird.
Like when when you think about it, like there's one just like his whole career. Buffalo is still asking Josh Allen to do a lot. I mean, maybe are we just seeing Josh Allen get tired at this point? Might that be it?
I mean, go ahead.
No,
what I was going to say is, think about this from just a pure physical standpoint. Josh Allen is what, 6'6", 280, 290? There's another athlete that is roughly 6'6". I'm not going to say the next number because no. But and then in that.
Are you talking about Zion?
No. What shirt is Scoop wearing?
Oh, we're talking about Aaron.
Yep.
And the reason why I was going to mention him is because there was also a conversation there about how his body was going to
break down.
Yeah. Yep. And age and whatnot, and about the athleticism and things of that nature, and one of the only reasons why he has aged well is because he plays arguably the least or one of the two least physically demanding positions on the field. Josh is running like hell every time he drops back. So I'm just bringing this up to say we also have to factor in the fact that it is not normal, or I'll put it this way: it is not well precedented for the body of a man of his build, size, stature, build, whatever you want to use, to have to age, not only age, but doing what he is doing. And then for him to move that much, most of the quarterbacks we've seen move are not built like a tank.
Yeah.
So I do believe that's a little bit at play here as well. Is it's very rare for us to see that type of physique have to endure that type of physical strain to that extent and that frequency.
Well, I think that's part of it, but I think part of it too is, I'll jump off of what Brandon's saying, and honestly, what Brandon and you as well, Scoop, have been saying with Philly. I'm getting somewhere. Hold on. Is the fact of the mental frustration. Have you guys seen the sideline when he walked back today and he's like, "What are we doing? Like, what is happening?" Mm-hmm. There is panic at the line of scrimmage when he's dropping back, and then it leads to frustration. And he said as much in press conferences the last 2 weeks of like, "Hey, I got to do better. I'm forcing stuff." He's aware of these things, but it's not getting better. And again, that's where it's going to matter, right? We're next week is Thanksgiving. Literally next week is Thanksgiving. When we hit December, when we hit these months down the stretch, Buffalo is going to be in a battle to make the playoffs. This is not an easy road here. Mm-hmm. Regardless of what their schedule is, it's not an easy road. I can pull up their schedule too. We do this weekly, but regardless of it, it's not an easy road because the rest of that conference, other than the top three teams I previously mentioned, New England, Indy, and Denver, it's a complete and utter mess.
Mind you, people think that they're still okay because they're 7-4, but they're not winning the division. New England is, and New England's schedule is way easier than the Bills down the stretch.
Oh, way easier down the stretch. Yeah.
So that's the only reason why this game was so tough for the Bills to swallow, was because it's like this was a game where you could have gotten within, by the end of the weekend, depending on what happened in the New England game, you could have gotten within a game back. Now you're 2 games back. So it's, now you're really going uphill down this stretch here. So It's not easy.
Speaking of uphill, here's what they got. Steelers next week. No slouch defensively. Bengals, Joe Burrow may be back. If
Yeah.
he is back, that's interesting. They have to win against New England because if they have any chance to claw back in the division, you can't get swept by New England. Cleveland, again, defense. Your guys' Eagles, which could matter a lot in both conferences towards the end of that run. Regardless, Philly's probably going to win that division by that point. Still, it's going to matter for seeding and those.
It's going to matter for seeding. Plus, our defense can eat them alive.
Yeah, so. and then who cares about the Jets in Week 18? So Shane, what are you feeling with that schedule, with the outlook for Buffalo before we get to your final whiteboard of the day?
Well, it's not great. Yeah, I don't know what it is that's going on with Buffalo. I mean, I think in many ways, something I've noticed is that they're trying to turn Allen into more of the, West Coast type passer, which he just isn't. That's kind of how it reads to me. I could be wrong. But, in general, it's just he's forcing a lot more balls and his accuracy is just way off. I mean, on that 4th and 6th throw.
Oh, where was that going?
Right. I mean, it's, it was 5 yards underthrown. If you're going to go to that guy, you got to float it over the top. But that play just goes to show because his tight end was wide open. Probably would have scored a touchdown had he thrown it to him. And he just missed him. So,
yeah, you can go ahead now on that 4th and 5. I'm really curious.
And this is okay. I got a lot of things to say about this. All right. So, Buffalo here. They're in. Does anybody know what formation this is offensively?
Single? That's not single back, right? Is that single?
No.
You got. What is that? You got. What was that? Is that trips or bunch? No, is that bunch to the right?
Is that bunch to the right side? Yeah.
Yep.
Is Brandon right? Yeah, bunch.
Trips right, bunch. Closed.
Yeah.
It's tight.
I was almost there.
Yeah, tight because they're close by.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're on the right track. Good job. And then closed because the running back is on the same side. Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, X receiver. There was some controversy here because he fell down, and they were like, "Oh, that's pass interference." I'm like, they just tripped. Like,
I thought it was a screen between the Y receiver and the X. That's what I thought the PI was on.
So he runs this like I don't even know what it was supposed to be. It looked like halfway between a slant and a sail. And there's a lot of congestion up here. You can tell. Okay, this is the other thing that's bizarre. You see these 4 guys right here stacked.
Yeah, why are they stacked like that?
I've never seen that in my life. 4 dudes. Not only that, so this is Tiger, weak side linebacker, the nickel, the free safety, and then the corner.
What?
Wait,
why?
Why is the safety before the corner?
Yeah, that's another problem. Yeah.
I don't know. I do not know. I've never seen that in my life. So
Shane's brain has officially been broken.
This is this is technically nickel, but it's like I don't even know what. And why they didn't have anybody playing the flat or the hook curl over here when you had 3 receivers bunched to the right is beyond me. But, whatever.
Anything to avoid playing the middle of the field.
Yeah, seriously.
Or
but
just
then
avoid
ironically,
playing the side where there's a bunch of receivers.
If you know what's funny, if Josh Allen even just sees that for a second, you could literally just tell the F receiver just to, hey, go out to the flat, like hot route to the flat.
Yeah, but so eventually though, the free safety does catch on, and he comes over and hits him on the wheel here. So kudos to that, I guess. But the fact that they didn't have field side corner just over here to begin with, that's what I'm not understanding. I don't know why.
Why is the safety doing that? Yeah,
was not just over here, and why the safety wasn't playing the deep third, but whatever. God. Here's another interesting thing to note. So on that last play, they were in 4th and 27. This one, they're in 4th and 6. Right. Let's take a look at the front 5 here. Warrior rushes the C gap. Nickel rushes the A gap. Tackle rushes the B gap. And end rushes the C gap. And Mike shows, but then he just kind of sits right here. Does this seem familiar to you guys in any way? This is the exact same defensive front they ran on 4th and 27.
Oh, my God.
On 4th and 6.
They just stuck like that the whole night, and it worked for most of it.
Rushed 4, Mike show, done.
Where's the situational awareness? Where is it?
Thank you.
Where is it?
So this is all right. Look, this front right here, I'm fine with this on 4th and 6. But the fact that they ran this on 4th and 27 is mind-boggling. Anyways, that's that. Defensively, I think this is fine for the most part. Other than this, I don't understand the safety corner situation.
Like a staircase.
But otherwise, I don't really have an issue with this. So the only, the thing was, though, the Y, which is the tight end, he was wide open. Sorry, grabbing the correct marker. He was wide open right there. And he had nothing but green grass. He would have scored a touchdown. Buffalo wins the game.
So I guess my question is, what I saw on the play was that the Y receiver kind of like converged too closely and blocked the tight end a little bit, which I feel like Allen kind of hesitated because of that.
The X receiver?
What? Show the board again, really quick. What I'm talking about is
because Y is the tight end.
No, my bad. The X receiver. I'm sorry, I'm getting confused.
Okay, yeah.
The X receiver felt like they collided. That's what I thought the PI was on.
Yeah, that's what I saw because they look close on the broadcast too. I was like, what the hell?
I'm sorry. I don't know why your X is looking like a Y like this. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, the X is who screwed everything up on this play. Aside from Allen being stupid. But
but he was the one who should have scored. So it was both the X and the Y kind of colliding.
Well, no, because, the X, he would have ran right into field side corner.
Okay,
playing a deep third there. Which, again, why is Derek Stingley your corner playing the deep third and not your safety? I don't understand. But that's neither here nor there. So, in a way, it's like Houston never should have been in this situation to begin with. And also, Buffalo, given this whatever the hell Houston was doing, should have scored easily.
It's just a
So
big
I'm
derp
I'm
fest.
quite disappointed in both of these teams in their efforts this evening. But whatever.
Yeah.
It's so
They get paid.
so funny that you sound
Hey,
like a disappointed dad.
That's exactly
they,
how
they
I was thinking.
you know what, guys? You know what, though, guys? They get paid millions of dollars and I don't, so they must know something I don't.
I mean,
Uh,
but seriously, what is that? Because you know what's funny? It's like you say that they know something that you don't. Yet that formation was going to get them killed and score a touchdown for Buffalo. So
it should have. It should have.
oh
And that's
my
the thing.
God.
Like, that's why I'm like, okay, why? Who?
So
That's
wait,
why
realistically, if they didn't like kind of collide, he would have easily scored.
Probably.
Is essentially the gist.
Yeah, and if Allen had thrown it to the right guy,
Yeah. Yeah. Then
that's why.
the
So
worst
that's
part
what
about
I'm.
it.
And
Yeah, that's what I'm like. That's what I'm baffled about because
and by the way, really quick, Shane, the thing is, even though they kind of collided, if you just throw it over the middle of the field, the X is still there. It's not like he got bumped too hard where he couldn't like pull through. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean he's there, but it would have been a hospital pass. So
But then even then, like where Josh Allen throws that ball anyway on that play when it gets picked, it's like he lollipopped the hell out of that. That thing just floated. Like
it was way underthrown.
I'm like when I watch that back, I'm like, where the hell? I even said, where the hell is that ball going? Like as I'm watching like the chaos, like 10 yards down the field, I'm like, where is this ball going? Because I'm like, it's not even thrown with any kind of conviction behind it for it to be a meaningful pass. Like,
Yeah, it looked like he threw it into 30-mile-an-hour winds in an indoor stadium.
the air conditioning was strong tonight.
Yeah, apparently. Christ Almighty. So yeah, that's the thing that's baffling me here because it's like both teams called terrible plays there on 4th and 6. Yet somehow, or well, okay, let me rephrase that. Buffalo called an okay play, but Houston did not. They called something very strange. I mean, it's fine, but like the formation was just weird.
But isn't that like the story of the night, though, with how this game was? Like when you look at the stat lines, too, like in the
Right.
final score, like 23-19 final score. Davis Mills in the offense for Houston didn't do anything special. They still won. They didn't do anything special. And it was like, and you got Josh Allen and then the Bills offense making a mistake after. Like, that's a microcosm of the night. It's exactly how the night went.
The thing that I got really frustrated with, and by the way, if you're a Texans fan, we don't talk about Houston much on the show, but if you watch as much Houston as I do watching Red Zone, they do this crap every week offensively. Even with CJ Stroud, they do this where it's like their only offense is to run the ball with Marks and Chubb, and it's solidly effective. They get to the red zone and they just look lost. They get penalties. Like, let me be frank here. They should have won this by at least like 14 to 21 points, Houston, because offensively they had so many opportunities in the red zone that they just couldn't convert or they got field goals. And I'm not saying that every game for Houston has been like this because it hasn't, but the inability to score in the red zone, it's the worst in the NFL by, I think, a very good margin. Like, that's the difference between you doing something in this weird division of the AFC South versus you just kind of middling and us being like, oh, whatever, we don't care.
You know what's funny? They showed the stat after the game tonight. 8 out of Houston's 11 games have been decided by one possession.
And it's because of that. A lot of it is because of that.
Yeah.
And I'm not suggesting that Houston is a good enough roster to make the playoffs regardless or be competitive in the playoffs, but it's still a difference. And like I watch Houston with not much focus, obviously, because again, it's Houston and they just don't have any value on offense that's really worth watching. which is part of the reason why they're just not really worth discussing in most cases. But yeah, the lack of red zone efficiency is a massive issue, and a lot of it is just because that offense, regardless of how good they are getting down the field, they are just never in as much sync as you want them to be, and it's really annoying. That's why minus them being on national TV, we don't talk about them, because it's the same story every week. Anything else on this game before we move on to lines of the week?
I think I've talked plenty.
Yeah, sloppy ass game. And
I don't think anybody else needs to hear me rant about anybody.
Also, really quick, has this been the worst Thursday Night Football quality of game since Prime has gotten it? Is it up? Is it the worst, or is it maybe
no?
second?
It can't be.
Yeah, no, I don't see. It depends how this last slate of 4 or 5 games goes.
By the way, I'm one of those people that doesn't count the Black Friday game. It's supposed to be a special. It doesn't actually count, in my opinion.
Oh, that game's gonna be crap. I know, and Scoop and I can tell you why it's gonna be crap, but
we'll get to it.
We'll get there. But I don't think it's been the worst. There was, what was it? Was it last year or the year before where we just every week we were just like, oh.
Yeah, I think the year before it was bad. Last year I enjoyed it for the most part.
As messy as this game was, it was still interesting.
It still mattered towards the end. Yeah, it's not like it was
and I feel like the slate of games that Scoop pointed out, going down the rest of the season, the last 4 or 5 games or so, those have the potential to be really good games. So I don't think this is the worst, but Thursday night in general is just the worst football you can imagine. That's why the games are on Thursday night. No one cares. It's usually either one good team and one bad team, or 2 crap teams. So it's like.
But I think this has been the intention of Thursday Night Football. I think towards the tail end of the CBS contract with them, they were like, we're going to do division-based games to make it interesting. And most of the time it's not. Or most of the time we'll do division-based games. It's not always. But it's that doesn't always make for compelling football.
Yeah, wait, I have a question. So when are these games drafted?
They're done after the draft.
So in May or June?
Well, May is when remember the schedule comes out historically the second or third week of May. So right after draft weekend they draft them, essentially. Okay. Well, yeah, pretty much. It's a more complicated process than that. I have no more information as to why it is, but yeah.
Okay, because I was essentially just asking because I do get that the later in the season we get, the harder it is to know what are you doing. The harder it is to know what teams are going to look like.
Well, that's why flex scheduling is now in full effect.
Which makes sense, yeah.
For Thursday, Sunday, and Monday. And also, so this is another thing. I hate that the networks are kind of limited by how many weeks they can actually flex games.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I think it's I don't know the specific number, and maybe it's changed, but we need to do a better job of once we hit week 11, just make the changes that you deem are necessary. I don't understand that. I've never got that. Why are we stuck with Panthers and 49ers on Monday? Couldn't we have had something better a month ago that you guys could have decided on? I just don't get, and maybe it's too early because obviously the flexing actually starts around week 10, week 11, so maybe that's why. But it's why are we saving it for so long down the tooth? I just don't get that. Even if they need 2 or 3 weeks to make that decision, before, because they have to, because especially if you're playing on Thursday, you can't let a team know the next week, hey, you're playing on Thursday. You can't do that. It's a complete competitive disadvantage. So I don't know. There's a lot more specifics to it that I don't know that I wish I knew from a scheduling and TV broadcast standpoint, even to how on Sundays, like, so I know they're doing flexing or they've already done flexing for a couple of the games moving from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. I know they've already done some of that, or they're about to. I just don't remember because I don't care. It's still Sunday. Who cares? But it's like, yeah, I don't know. I wish I knew more of the specifics. The only specifics I really ever know is when the schedule gets announced and they talk about certain things. And then after that, they just kind of leave us in the dark, it feels like. Okay, so have you guys seen the Eagles-Cowboys spread? I assume you guys have.
I don't remember it at all.
I don't remember it. I think I saw it maybe like.
I definitely saw it, but I can't remember it.
Yeah.
All right. Eagles-Cowboys, guess the line.
Where's I don't even remember where the game is.
It's in Dallas.
Dallas.
In Dallas. Give me Philly minus 4.5.
Eagles minus 5.
Oh, that's alarmingly close to mine.
I mean, we know better. Eagles, Cowboys, unless one quarterback is out, those games are always close.
Yeah,
that's why I didn't go as much as I think it would have been by a neutral standpoint.
Dallas is feisty on offense.
That's what I'm worried about.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, I have faith in our defense, but their offense is. I mean, listen, their offense is still far better than the Packers that we faced. And, I mean, the Lions are good, but not outdoors. So this is in Jerry's world. You know what? I'll say Eagles minus 3.5.
That is correct. Good job, Brandon. Good job.
Nice.
Got one right, and it was on Philly. Awesome.
Colts Chiefs in Kansas City.
It's a good sign. Oh boy. That is just but we know how Vegas just keeps. I can't even say the phrase I was going to say about what Vegas does to the Chiefs.
We were all thinking it. Don't worry.
Yeah, but for some reason, like the Chiefs are still somehow like an AFC favorite. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Because it's the Chiefs.
I mean, realistically, this line should be like, Colts minus 5.5, but it's not gonna be.
No.
I'm gonna say just because it's the Chiefs and it is in Arrowhead, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not giving the Chiefs much credit. I'm gonna say Chiefs minus 1.5.
That's what I was gonna say.
You want to double on that?
Yeah.
All right, Scoop.
They're going to give the Chiefs more credit than that, especially with it being an Arrowhead. I don't agree with it. If it were me, this game would have been like, Indy minus like probably almost a touchdown.
Yeah,
that should be what
it should be. What it is.
But because it's these people, and because it's the Chiefs, and because it's at Geha, I'll take.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh yeah,
GEHA.
Oh, yeah. It took me a minute. That's such a weird thing. I hate that.
No one calls it that. We all call it Arrowhead.
That's so. I was like, wait, what? Oh, dude, that's such a mess. Okay, it's not your fault. It's Kansas City's fault. Pick a better sponsor. Go ahead.
What the hell was I even doing? Oh, the Chiefs line. I'll go KC plus 3.
Or minus 3 or plus 3?
Minus 3, excuse me.
Minus 3.5, Kansas City.
Oh. It's always the half that hurts. I'd rather be off by 1 or 2 than be off by a half.
Yeah, you and me both.
Steelers Bears with most likely Aaron Rodgers being out.
That's a shame. I would love to watch him torch the Bears one more time.
Oh yeah, the father or the owner of the Bears franchise.
He's talked about it this week how much he likes playing the Bears. So again, we're not entirely sure if he's playing. I don't know if he's been limited.
He practiced today.
He practiced full or limited?
No, it was limited.
Okay, so there's a shot. So so keep that in mind. But there's a shot. But
I'm still going Chicago.
Yeah, I'm still going Chicago too.
Minus 3.
Is that Soldier Field?
yes,
I don't care what stadium Chicago gets. I'm always going to call it Soldier Field.
Is it not Soldier Field anymore?
No, it's still,
it's not going to be in like a year or two.
yeah.
I still call Mariners Stadium Safeco Field. So
I figured
And
that.
But
What is now?
it's gonna be a completely new arena. That's why.
A lot of people
Okay.
still call it the Kingdom.
Oh yeah,
Yes, the
became
king.
that. Jesus, you guys are
So Shane said Bears minus 3.
Mm. See, people are falling in love with the Bears, but under the surface, they're like when you go below their record and really look at them. Caleb Williams is not a good quarterback, and that Steelers defense is playing pretty well. You said Bears minus 3, so I'm gonna say, I'll go a half less. I'll say Bears minus 2.5.
That's correct.
Damn it! That's what I was going to say.
Are you good? Are you want to tag that? I'll let you tag it.
Well, no. Well, I mean, it's what I was going to say, but like, I don't want to be like just taking it because it's like I know.
Yeah.
Look at me! It's
Either way.
the first time I've gotten 2 right since I think
I'll give it
last
to you.
year.
Jags Cardinals in Arizona.
Ew. I don't like that game. I don't like that game at all. Oh my god!
Is this for points or the amount of shots you need to get through the damn game?
By the way, this is a 4:05 game. Just bear that in mind.
Ain't nobody watching that garbage. Oh my god. Oh.
Scoop, would you like to go first?
Yeah, sure. Why
Jags
not?
minus 6.
That's a disgust. Like I feel like
Jag-
Joe Budden, that's a disgusting act.
Shane jumped the gun and said Jags minus 6. All right, Scoop, go ahead.
It should be.
Oh, you took a touchdown. I'll take a field. I try and stick with either touchdown or field goal. So you took a touchdown. I'll take a field goal. I'll go Jags minus 3.
That's correct.
Oh,
Yeah, I figured that. Yeah.
Oh my god! I want to do the whole late window. We're gonna do it. Browns Raiders, baby.
No, God, no! Oh no! Oh no!
okay, Michael Scott.
I'll go
Wait,
Raiders
wait.
minus 3.
Are we
By the
sure?
way, so just bear this in mind. The late window is Eagles Cowboys. It's Jags Cards. It's Browns Raiders, and I'll give you guys the next one. So Raiders minus 3. Shane said.
If literally everybody isn't watching Eagles Cowboys, I don't know what's wrong with NFL fans.
That's the
I'm
only.
watching Red Zone. I'm watching Red Zone. So
When you
I am going
realize
to watch
that
these games.
when you realize
Good
that
for
the
you,
window when you realize that the window so far is Jags Cards and Browns Raiders, why you have to be sick in the head to not watch Eagles Cowboys.
I'm going to watch all of them, so you're good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but we've established you're a masochist.
Yes, I like
Well,
watching any football on TV.
Also for some reason in our game we're wearing the Kelly Greens on the road.
Because Dallas wears white.
Weird.
Anyway, who else wants to go Browns Raiders?
Me, yeah, but we could have just wore our midnight green. I don't know why we would wear it in a game. That's what our Black Friday game. That's what our Black Friday game should have been. It should have been the Kelly Greens.
It should be the black
no,
jerseys because it's black.
The Kelly
Or
Greens,
black,
Kelly
yeah, or
Greens should be burned at the stake.
You hush your face.
No.
Those are those highlighter green jersey color rush things.
Just listen.
Yeah.
Be thankful. Just be thankful.
Yeah, those too.
For Yellow Jackets. Be thankful you're not getting the powdered blue and gold or yellow, whatever the hell that thing was.
For the Steelers.
They don't
And the Saints.
that was us.
What? Okay.
Okay, so yeah. Anyway,
Cereal boxes.
I'm trying to avoid picking the Browns Raiders game because I don't want to. because it's so garbage. That if anybody's watching that, you actually might need a lobotomy. That's so bad. Rob, I know.
Hi.
Rob, I know you will. I don't know
What?
why.
I'm watching all of them. Red zone for the win.
It doesn't matter. No.
What-
You don't
What,
need red
wait,
zone
what
for that
location
shit.
is it? Is it at Allegiant?
Yes.
Raiders
Okay.
-2. Raiders -2. Done.
Scoop.
Raiders -3.5.
Raiders -4.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Uh,
so close.
Here's the end of. So I'll read this again. So you got Eagles Cowboys. You got. I'm gonna double check, make sure that I'm not missing anything. Eagles Cowboys. Yeah, Eagles Cowboys, Jags Cards, Browns Raiders. Your last late window game is Falcons at Saints.
That's the worst one yet.
God, why do you hate us?
Can we
No,
just
no,
say
the-
Pot
no, the
Cookies? Can we
NFL
just say
definitely-
wait? Can we just say Pot Cookies game of the week is just this whole late window?
It's the late window minus Eagles Cowboys. Yes.
I kind of wonder if the NFL did that deliberately because they knew most of the eyes were going to go to Eagles Cowboys anyway.
Oh my god. Yeah, you know what? They probably did because that would bring the most attention. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to be a masochist to watch the other games. I know there.
Me.
I love how Rob has gotten to do the thing that I do when I wave whenever I hear my
wave.
name.
Me.
And
Red
that-
zone,
that-
baby.
and that game's down in Louisiana, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's in Nolan's, which is like an hour and a half from where I live down in Jackson.
I mean, still, there's no
New
way to
Orleans.
see it. There's, I mean, NFC South garbage. No one cares. That's quite low. Oh my god.
Give me a
Saints
line.
-1.5.
I mean,
Saints
it-
minus 1.5.
Is it really?
No. Shane said that.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Pick something. Stop stalling.
I don't want to touch these games with a 10-foot pole.
Rob said,
Oh,
"Give me a line," and ironically, that's what most people in New Orleans are going to be saying watching this thing.
I mean-
Can I give you guys some other shitty matchups throughout the week?
Oh,
yeah,
great.
but can we pick this one first?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm-
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
one thing at a time here.
I'll flip it. I'll flip it.
Falcons -2.5.
Yeah, I'll flip what Shane said. I'll flip it. I'll say Falcons minus 1.5.
New Orleans minus 2.5.
What in God's name? Why? Why?
Probably because no Penix.
That
don't
is
care.
true. But it's Kurt.
Dude, but batters are like the starting quarterbacks out. They're gonna do terrible.
Yeah, even though Atlanta's defense is fantastic this year.
Yeah, that's literally like Atlanta has been the most interesting to watch bad team in
And
years.
Yeah.
and I don't know. You know, this seems like a game where okay, so starting quarterback is out. Oh, but wait, there's Bijan Robinson. Like, does that make sense to anybody? Oh God, why?
Other bad games on the schedule in the early slate. Seahawks Titans.
Oh,
Gross.
God, Seahawks minus 20.5. Swear to God,
Seahawks minus 12.5.
oh my God, it should be high.
Although I will say that's still one of the highest lines I've seen this season.
Oh, just you wait, my friend. Patriots Bengals.
Oh
Bengals.
god.
I mean,
Well,
that
if
Patriots-
Joe Burrow's there, it's going to be great. But we're assuming
Okay,
he's
but as of now, Patriots minus 17.5.
It's Patriots minus 6 only. Apparently,
that's it.
What the?
I can't, man.
I guess people
Patriots
are
minus
assuming Joe
16.
Burrow will be back.
Yeah, minus 16.
Even
I believe
then.
you. Minus
Even
6.
if he is, like, what?
Yeah, who cares? But Cincinnati's defense sucks. Jets Ravens is on our list this week.
Ravens
And,
minus 9.
Ravens minus 5.
do you want to guess this, Brandon?
Oh my
Guess
God.
it.
I'm gonna say Ravens minus 7.5.
Ravens minus 13.5.
I completely flip flopped this one to the last one.
Oh my God.
Vikings Packers has a very interesting line as well.
Ew.
What was the game? Vikings Packers.
Yeah, it's in Green Bay. It's Green Bay -6. By the way, I've already went through half of the window. This Sunday sucks.
This week we should have done non-pot cookies game of the week because there's only one game I won't need pot cookies to get through. That's freaking Eagles Dallas.
Yeah,
So
that's Colts Chiefs is interesting.
Not the way the Chiefs been playing.
No, that's true.
This week is just take your pick on pot cookies. There's like 1,000 games you can choose from.
I forgot the last one.
It's pot cookies red zone of the week.
Yes. Sorry, Scott Hansen. Giants at Lions. Woo! and Jackson Dart may be back. Does that make it somewhat interesting?
Don't tell me this is at Ford Field.
It is.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Lions -9.5.
That should be. I would say it should be even higher because the Lions are at home. On top of the Giants just sucking and their season basically being over. Or no, it is over, but you know what I mean.
Lions
that should
-7.
be. I'm gonna go way high. I'm gonna say Lions -14.5.
Lions -10.
Ooh.
Scoop
Did I miss it by a half again?
And then Sunday Night Football, going to be a great one. Bucks at Rams.
Oh, fine.
Okay, actually a solid game. Thank God.
I feel like the Gordon Ramsay meme. Finally, some good fucking food.
Our games of the week, by the way, are Eagles, Cowboys, and Colts, Chiefs. We don't have to debate it. We'll just take those.
Yeah. And I'm being very generous giving you the second one, but
that is true.
Where's the SNF game?
Los Angeles, California.
Which is not a home game.
Just not a home.
It's a neutral site.
Well, it's neutral site for the Rams. It's a road game for the Chargers.
Yeah.
No, seriously, it is.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me think.
Wait till Philly plays there.
I think they're going to probably give the Rams a little more love than I would. I'll go Rams -4.5.
I'll do you one better because I don't think it's going to be 3. I'll say Rams -5.5.
Shane.
Who are they playing again?
Buccaneers.
Bucks, yeah. I'll go Rams -6.
If it's -4 or -5, I'm gonna.
I am so surprised. Rams -7.
Oh,
Honestly,
put me on Tampa Bay to cover right now.
Oh no, I think Tampa Bay should be favored. Or not favored. No. Screw that. They should not be favored. I think the Rams are going to win. I took the Rams. My apologies. But the fact that it's 7 is disgusting.
The way that I just realized I didn't do the pick'em.
Oh.
God, man. No. But no, I took the Rams, but 7 is ridiculous. Since we did the whole schedule, Monday Night Football, can we please start early? Panthers 49ers.
Oh, my God. Well, I mean, listen. With how this could be like the game where the Panthers, like, you know, hey, we're a 6-5 football team. We're actually somewhat decent this year. We actually might show up. Like,
I'm going to quote. Somebody said this a couple weeks ago about one of the games, but has somebody been in a coma for a decade and thinks that Kaepernick and Cam Newton is the quarterback of these teams?
You say this about teams every few weeks. This is how dumb the networks are at picking these games, which I fully agree with.
Where's the game again? Is it at Levi's or is it at what?
Levi's.
Okay.
Can someone explain something to me? Now, we're in week 12. Who in God's name? First of all, the Panthers are never good. They're never good. Why the hell are they getting a primetime game?
Are you asking why it wasn't flexed, or why did they just choose it in the first place?
Yeah, well, kind of like both. because I mean, listen, the Niners, I understand. The Niners have brought in a lot of ratings over the last few years. When have the Panthers been good since Cam Newton?
I mean, I'm looking forward to watching it, but I'm super biased as an Alabama fan who thinks Bryce Young's one of the best quarterbacks I've seen down there. So,
Yeah. So does
mean,
anyone
he
want to
is,
do the line, or do you just want to
which
give
isn't
it to
saying
me?
much.
I can just give it to you guys.
Yeah, just
49ers are
yeah.
-7.
Okay.
That's what
Yeah.
I figured.
There's absolutely no way I would have gotten that.
I will quickly say that minus our Thanksgiving and Black Friday schedule, Sunday night next week is Broncos Commanders.
Oh, well, that
And
would have been something if Jaden was playing.
and
Yeah,
Monday night,
if Jaden was playing Bo Nix, that would be a good game.
yeah, and then Monday night is the most pukable game in the history of pukes. Giants Patriots next week on Monday Night Football, Thanksgiving
This
week.
is not Eli Manning and Tom Brady. This is literally no Jackson Dart, and this is Drake May, who's going to light that damn defense on fire.
Basically, any prop bet you can take in favor of Drake May next week on Prize Picks, do it.
I just really want to check because I know Jim Nantz and Tony Romo are
Okay.
in KC because they're in KC for a month.
Oh my god!
For some stupid, or they're watching KC for a month. I just want to know who's doing. I just want to know. Excuse me. Where's TB at this week? Because I actually don't know where they are.
Yeah, TB, and KB.
Yeah, TB and KB
Right? Or
are at Philly. Makes sense. Yeah, they are at Philly. Good. Thank you.
I love Brady's quips about not getting over Super Bowl 52.
Oh, I love how listen. I hate when commentators gush over quarterbacks, but I'm biased. I love when Tom Brady gushes over Jalen Hurts. God,
I mean, it's not even that because it's the only one that actually gives him credit when necessary or when warranted.
The one Jalen Hurts thing I will say on this show tonight is that I will take Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Eli, like all the guys who have praised him, who are Hall of Fame quarterbacks, over the 40-year-old neckbeards on Twitter that tell me he can't do football. Yeah, okay, bro.
And
sure.
The only time I'll ever say this sentence, but shout out to Dan Orlovsky, who was like the only one I saw actually, in my opinion, saying the positive things that there are to say, as opposed to just feeding into this narrative about which he was doing at one point.
That's the thing is that Orlovsky does that though. He has one good take that redeems himself, and then it immediately goes to crap like the very next day because he has like another 3 bad ones.
I mean, it's on brand with the way he played in 2008.
All right, are you guys ready for dumb Black Friday deals?
Oh God!
Oh,
no.
Born ready, brother.
JCPenney, 80% off old gold chains.
I didn't even know JCPenney was still open.
Yeah,
I've never
There
been.
are gold chains. That's not true. Last time we went to the mall, I took you to JCPenney. We walked through it.
Oh,
and you said this
yeah,
is stupid.
Yeah, and we walked through it to get to the parking lot. Yeah, that's
because most malls you have to walk through the department store, either Macy's, JCPenney, something like that. Yeah.
By the way,
whatever.
you know who owns or is like a big part of JCPenney right now?
Who?
Shaq. Shaq is like a big JCP guy.
Oh,
apparently.
so that explains how they're still open.
Yeah. So 80% off gold chains, right? We're looking at gold chains that are regularly priced, from, I'll round this up, $470 to $24,000 gold chains that are 80% off. Which again, I just don't really understand why.
There's something wrong there. Usually any kind of jewelry doesn't go on sale that low.
Just wait. The next thing I found, we're going to GameStop now. The next thing I found at GameStop, please look in our IG chat so I can get your guys' live reaction to this.
No.
All right, give me a second. Don't spoil it, please.
Yes.
Who is still buying that?
that much?
Who buy that?
Color may vary.
Do you know how many video games? Do you know how many old school video games I could buy for that price for $30?
Nintendo Wii remote, $20 or $30.
Why?
That's on sale, by the way.
Yeah, whoever needs it, I'll give you mine for free.
For GameStop Pro member, which I am one. For GameStop Pro members, it's $28.49. Oh,
yeah,
thanks.
That's $1.50. Good $1.50 off.
Real Black Friday steal there.
Well,
Next up is this.
the hell is that?
And I'm going to read the whole description. APSVO 18-karat white gold-plated tennis bracket for women, girls, CZS9 25 sterling silver April birthstone bracelet with crystal birthday Christmas jewelry, gift teen mom adult stocking stuffer kids age.
Well, you know why? They have to throw all the click words in there because it's how they market.
Oh.
They have to do that.
Okay, that makes sense because I was reading that and I was like this. And I said this for the second time today about something completely different. This feels like when you were in high school and you were 500 words short of the word count.
And so that we're now Walmart always has the best one. This is all from Walmart. The original price of this necklace was $110. It is now on sale for $13.
What the hell happened to that?
Which shows that it was worth nothing to begin with, and they just wanted to price gouge the hell out of you.
And by the way,
shocking.
the best part is at the top, which is on all of these at Walmart. 100+ people bought this yesterday, so we're talking last Sunday. 100+ people bought this, and it's one of their best sellers.
I mean, if you're buying it for if you have a young daughter, I guess that makes sense. But
I'm willing to bet people weren't going to buy it, saw that it was marked down 900%, and just decided, you know what, it's worth it because I'm getting a value steal here.
Yeah. Next one. All of these from Walmart. A massage chair.
why would you need that? Wait a minute. Who has that in their home?
I love how I just said, "Oh, I could use that." And he goes, "Why would you need that?"
Well, Scoop, you
like-
might want to retract that statement after you see the price. It's originally $6,600. It is now $2,400.
I said I could use it. I didn't say I could afford it.
It looks like the one you sit in at the mall.
Oh, by the way, if you look on Walmart, there's so many of these that look like the ones at the mall.
Dude, that looks like the thing that they move around on in the spaceship in WALL-E.
You know what I see? I see these in a lot of airports now.
Yeah,
That is true.
yeah.
And if you want to pay it in installments, you can do it for as low as $149 a month.
Why would I?
No, thanks. I'll pay off my student loans instead.
Okay, next up
I'm so afraid.
is a Olaplex Blonde Maintenance Shampoo and Conditioner. It's originally $192. It's now $127.
Bro, if it doesn't matter if you're male, female, whatever.
What's funniest to me is that I actually have this one.
What? How much did you pay for it?
Money for it?
How much did you pay for it?
Well, way less than that.
What makes that worth originally almost $200?
Again, 100+ people bought this last Sunday.
Why? You don't need that. You could go to any store and buy shampoo for 1/10 of the price.
You know what's a better shampoo? You can buy the Old Spice NFL collection.
I still have to get this Saquon bottle. I want it so bad. You have no idea.
What?
There's a Saquon Old Spice bottle.
Wait, hang on one second, guys. I was joking. That was supposed to be a joke.
Shane, do you have any thoughts on this shampoo and conditioner?
You know, it's funny that
Yes.
it's funny that the shampoo is priced up like that because you guys know that about 85% of shampoo is water.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I didn't. But
So
surprise me.
essentially, you're paying for like you're
Dude, there's
paying
a Black Friday deal on water.
a Black Friday deal on water with some sodium and sulfates in it that clean you and exfoliate you, allegedly. Allegedly. So,
Next up, you know how expensive like Apple Watches and all those things are?
Yeah.
Roughly.
Here you go. A fitness tracker, smartwatch, Bluetooth call, waterproof from some random ass company that
It's
I
a
don't even know.
knockoff. Yeah, it's like a third party.
This is a third party.
This is something
It's originally priced at, get this, $130, and now it's $18.
This is something Temu wouldn't touch.
Walmart is the king of the worst Black Friday deals you'll ever see.
Why do you think I picked so many of these at Walmart? By the way, also, again, from last Sunday night, 100 plus people bought this.
They're knocking all these things down 80, 90%. I better be able to get a damn gaming console on there.
A watch that's $18 is most definitely not waterproof. I'm just gonna
100%.
put that out there right
My
now.
question is, a watch marked down 90%, does it even work?
That is.
I feel
Yeah,
like
why is it marked down that much?
I feel
By the way,
like
why is the screen so massive? Why are all these random smart? Look at. By the way, I'm just gonna pull this out really quick. Look at how small my smartwatch is.
Yeah,
It's just a regular watch.
Isn't that part of what we've been trying to do? Is to make screens smaller over the course of time, and now we're just reversing what we've already tried to
Here's
do.
mine.
No.
Also tiny.
For watches, yes, but for phones, we want to make it into a tablet. Hell, look at my phone; it's ginormous.
What phone is that?
It's a Motorola. I forgot the specifics.
Good. Droid. Thank you.
Android, yes. Last one. This may be of interest.
Oh God.
It's a scooter.
Yes.
Oh, I have one of the, well, not this, but
Bro,
The thing that
I
shocked me
had a
was the
very
price.
different thing in mind when you said scooter.
What shocked me more was the price, not the actual value of this thing, because this actually looks pretty cool. $440 marked down to $484.
Marked
What's
down
up
to
with these
100.
markdowns?
Bro,
how fast does this go?
Bro, marked down to 184, not 484. That'd be marked up.
Or yes, either way.
Imagine a Black Friday deal where it's actually marked up instead of marked down. It's like,
But
Have
what
you
just
seen
said.
that
That's what I
people
was trying
do
to
that?
say.
People do that. Like Target does that.
They make it more expensive?
They make it more expensive, but write deal on it to make you think it's a deal. That's like a big Black Friday thing.
That is sus. Okay, well.
By the way, Scoop, I've been searching for gaming consoles.
Oh, that was nice of you.
As well. Prices aren't great. I'll be honest, they really are not that good. They're pretty much where you would expect them to be.
So like in the 300s?
More like 400s.
Oh, shit.
So, yes.
Bro,
fortunately
not great
luck.
What I'm hearing is I should have bought it 2 months ago when I originally wanted to.
Honestly, what's crazy about the next-gen consoles is that they've only gone up in price. They haven't been marked down.
That's because they're trying to milk them because we're not close to the new generation yet.
We are. We're 3 years away.
Yeah, but not. I'm saying not close enough to where they have to start marking them down.
Yeah, but still, I remember PS3s were $200 at one point in the middle of the generation.
Oh yeah. But when it comes to like the newer ones, and
these are also a lot more, bells and whistles, as they say, and whatnot. But also, what I was going to say is, what I'm willing to bet they're also doing too, is they're doing that because if you look, and this is one of the reasons why I want to get a new console, aside from the fact that mine crapped the bed anyway. But a lot of the games, if you look, I mean, one of the games that I'm like the ones that I mostly play, 2K, the show, Madden, Shell sometimes, and what are those basically doing? They're basically not even updating the games for old gen or past gen consoles anymore, because they're basically trying to make you buy the new ones.
Yeah,
so
that's why I always jump in.
So I'm
kinda
wondering
early
if
on
that's
the
part of why they're pushing up the prices right now, and also because they're thinking, well, if they're gonna stop making games for the old consoles, then they're gonna have to buy the new consoles anyway, so we can gouge the. I'm willing to bet that's part of the thing.
Oh yeah, I haven't done enough research on the new Steam machine. I am
What in the world is a Steam
very
machine?
excited for the Valve Steam machine. This thing looks really cool. It's
The what?
basically a console, right? It's a console, but it's like a PC. It runs Steam OS. It's just Steam, but it's like a home console. This thing looks really cool.
When is that coming out?
I imagine this thing is going to be about $1,000 though.
Oh, never mind.
I would
imagine that's still better than buying a PC.
I would, depending on the PC, yeah. Depending on the PC, yeah. I do think it has a really weird look to it, but I need to do more research on it because I don't know much about it.
I mean, to be fair, even certain smartphones when they came out, we were like, that looks weird. So like, I think a lot of things look weird in the first time.
Yeah, this looks like a GameCube. That's what this thing looks like.
It legit looks like if a GameCube.
I don't know what a GameCube looks like. I know what it is. I just don't know what it looks like.
Yeah, this is like if a GameCube and an Xbox Series X had a child.
I'm not a big fan of the controller though. Where the hell is the controller for this thing? The controller. I know what they're trying to go for because they're trying to make it like the Steam Deck. But this controller, on the Steam machine, you can use an Xbox controller, you can use a PlayStation controller, you can use whatever controller you want. But this is the controller that comes in the box, and it looks incredibly weird.
Oh, the grip on that is just making me cringe. You can't grip that.
Wait, let me look here. Where's the what?
Why are the thumbsticks so high up?
If I buy one of these, I'm never using the controller that comes out of the box. Never.
What in the hell is that?
Yeah.
I think it's because I'm so used to seeing the knob things on the bottom of like what was either a PlayStation or Xbox controller.
I mean, look how easy this is.
Not having the gap in the middle looks so freaking weird.
Like my fingers can reach all these buttons. Why the hell would you want a controller that feels like you're holding like a picture frame in your hands?
And basically it's modeled after the Steam Deck, which I simply don't understand why a controller has to be modeled after a handheld game or a handheld PC. I don't get it. I really do not. But I haven't done much research on the Steam machine. I just haven't had the time to. So I need to, especially before this comes out. But I'm pretty confident this is going to be about $1,000. I'd be shocked if it's not. If it's anything less, if it's like $600, it's honestly a steal. But anyway, that's all the Black Friday stuff. You'll have better luck buying video games at the Xbox or PlayStation sale than anything here that we just showcased. Thank you, Walmart, for providing us good entertainment. Because, oh my God. You guys don't know what. Last year, I found a wedding ring for $100. I still haven't been able to top that, but
that's crazy.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, that was the best one. But do we think that this year, like, is this the first year, or maybe not the first year, but this is like the year where it's like, okay, this is truly like the death of people killing each other over Black Friday TV deals?
I mean, with how much people have pivoted, people like myself have pivoted to Cyber Monday, I would hope so.
Well, yeah, but here's my thing about TVs. Number one, the TV I have up here in the studio is a TV from like
See,
Crap. 2010, 2012, maybe? Still
that's
runs
like
full
mine.
1080p. Still runs full 1080p. It's perfect.
Yeah, but see, I
barely
legit
use it.
need a new one. I legitimately need a new one though. Like mine is that old, but it's starting to crap out.
Brandon,
So-
is there a single electronic device in your lap or in your house that works fully?
Besides my phone, because it's a brand new phone. No.
Your
Because
Series
I feel
S,
like every week I feel like you're telling us about another electronic that's on its last legs.
I mean, my laptop is from 2018, which in laptop years that might as well be 90 years old for a human. And then
This is Brandon. This is your Black Friday. TVs are cheap. Laptops are cheap.
that's what I'm gonna need. And I need both. My mom's getting me the microphone for Christmas, so I'm gonna have a brand new mic
Oh, that's
for
nice.
Christmas.
Oh yeah.
So the changes
Love
are coming. Changes are coming to my setup. It's just I don't know how it's gonna look at first, but I know I need a new TV for sure because this TV I have, what you guys have seen, this TV used to be in our living room, and then when it got to be too small, when times changed and TV got bigger and bigger, 50 plus inches, 55 inches, whatever it was.
75 now.
Yeah,
80.
but this is back when those were considered big TVs because this is only like a 42, 45 maybe. So this isn't that big. So with this, I've taken this one. I've had this one in my. We've had this one in our house since probably about 2012. So this thing is about 13 years old. So I definitely need a new one because what brand is yours, Rob?
Sony Bravia.
Exactly. Yeah. See, mine is a Samsung.
Yeah. So mine is a like 2012 Sony Bravia. It literally still works like a charm. This is why I always fiddle with this. This is my Chromecast controller, just something to fiddle with. I have my Chromecast plugged in and I use that, and then that's it. The only thing I might get on Black Friday is I might get like one of the newer Chromecasts because my Chromecast is actually kind of crapping out a little bit. So that's probably the only upgrade I need to make to this TV. But other than that, like I don't need a new one. The only place in our house that like doesn't have a TV is my room that I sleep in, which is technically just the guest room. But I use my phone when I go to bed. The TV, if I used to have this TV that I have right now over there, but it was too bright, and I was like, I'll just move it here. So if I want to watch Sunday Night Football while we're doing the show, I can just turn the TV on and I'm good to go. So.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a TV in my bedroom up here or down south, and nor would I want to. I feel like if I did, I would never sleep.
I tried to sleep with it on, but it's too damn bright. It's
you can't sleep with it on. Like if you fall asleep to a movie, that's one thing because the lights are off and whatever.
Yeah.
But you can't fall asleep to it actually on. There's no way. It's too bright. Like
it's so bright.
But for me,
I fall asleep with YouTube on my phone, but I put my phone like in the opposite direction.
Exactly.
I literally have my phone all the way down and on extra dim, so I can fall asleep.
I can't fall asleep in silence. Like I
need the white noise. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need the white noise.
My grandfather though, boom, could fall asleep anywhere. Not matter.
That's my mother. I'm pretty sure she's actually asleep right now.
The thing is, with modern TVs, the brightness settings are a lot better.
Yeah,
but on mine, make sure you get a 4K one, Brandon. Like it helps like the longevity of it. But yeah. So this TV is way too bright. The new TV we have downstairs, also a Sony, is like that's why I play video games on it with my Series X. That's specifically why I have a Series X. Is not only because I like disc games, I love to play in 4K. Like it makes a huge difference for me.
We'll see. I here's the thing. This can go one of two ways. This could be where I ask my grandfather, hey, because he knows I need a TV soon too. This can go one of two ways. Either I could be like, oh yeah, I want a 4K TV for my room. He's like, well, do you have 4K money? Like, my grandfather.
Well, no, but 4K TVs are like $200-$300 now.
Yeah, but see, in his mind, like, anything, like, as long as I can get by with something less than that, he'd be like, you don't need that crap.
I'll be fair.
That's how I felt about my PS4.
The thing is, I don't know how many people really care about 4K. I know that's the standard now. So yeah, you get
I
away
don't.
with a 1080p. Yeah, I know. I
I
know.
think
Shane,
this,
Shane doesn't even see 4K. I'm the only one who actually can see it. Like I
On,
see a
and well,
massive difference.
that's the thing on a screen that you would find in a house, like a computer or even a flat screen TV or whatever. The difference to me is not really that noticeable. However,
Yeah, for me,
if it's
it's
like
huge.
if it's like a big projector or like a movie theater
yeah,
type screen, then it's like okay, yeah,
yeah, then you'll
but
notice. Yeah,
right, but
I'm
yeah,
very different. I noticed the difference immediately. Well, also video games have a different like kind of color palette and
they
stuff.
do.
So
Yeah,
on a video
well, there,
when it comes to video games,
yeah, well, and the thing with video games is, most movies, usually movies are 24 frames per second. Regular TV is 30, but games are usually 60.
yep.
So
depends on the game. Yeah, some are 30.
yeah,
The
so
thing
that's
is,
also part of it.
I love playing on 4K for games, but the right resolution to play video games on is 1440p, 60 frames. It's actually the right res to play games on.
Yeah,
Yeah. You don't because 4K, I don't have this issue that much. The only one ironically where I'm having problems is the game I'm grinding right now, which is Mortal Kombat, which is Mortal Kombat 11 from 2019, which I think they were at that point they were trying to figure out how to do 4K with Mortal Kombat because
Yeah,
there's a regular story in HD and then the 4K one. I've
yeah,
installed the 4K one. It's a bit choppy.
yeah.
But it's like the only game I've had trouble with 4K. But my recommendation, if you're not getting like a Series X or a PS5, like, is to get 1440p 100%. Like there's and then with PC, 4K is way too much. No game on PC is gonna run good on 4K. They're just not built for it. So yeah, 1440p is the move. Although I don't think there's 1440. Well, there is some 1440p TVs. That may be some. That might be a way to go. But yeah, either way. Well, that's all I have for today. Anything else before we hop off?
no, I don't think so. But thanks for asking.
Yeah, I have a lot of really fun post credit scenes for Sunday. I've been stacking them.
We're gonna need them because Sunday's gonna be a crap slate. So
I've been stacking them. There's a lot of weird crap going on in our world over the last 2 or 3 weeks since we've had an open post credit scene slot. So we'll see you on Sunday.
When was the last time there wasn't a lot of war? You know what I'm trying to say.
Wasn't a lot of weird stuff. Well, the movies
Yeah,
aren't weird. That's like the only non-weird thing we do for this segment. But yeah.
No, I just meant in the world. I just meant in the world in general.
Oh yeah, 100%. I have a couple that are gonna piss Scoop off directly.
Oh, lovely.
So I'm for some reason it's been the case the last 2 weeks, so I'm quite excited for that. And a couple that Shane has already commented on that he also isn't very happy with. So
Did I?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm not gonna spoil it now. But well, for Scoop, for Shane, for Brandon, for myself, reminder: we have Sunday, we have Monday, no Thursday. Thursday Thanksgiving. We'll be back for Black Friday to start next week.
I was gonna say that'd be pretty sad if we were here on Thanksgiving instead of spending it with family.
Yeah.
So
No Thursday, but Black Friday, Bears Eagles are recorded at some point. So we start our shows next week on Friday, but again, we'll see you back here for Sunday and Monday to finish off week 12. Peace off, everybody, or peace out, everybody. Jesus, peace out, everybody.
We all need sleep. Good night,
peace
y'all.
off.
Peace off. Take your pizza, take it somewhere else. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
All right.
Good night, y'all.
not everybody.